Oh, hi, it's me, Brittany, and I'm doing another weird cooking experiment. I thought I'd document in case you were interested. I wanted to make hand pies, so I got some croissant dough, but I also got biscuit dough, and I thought maybe I could try this biscuit dough in the waffle maker. So, I'm gonna make an egg sandwich out of biscuit dough and the waffle maker. Let's see how it goes. So while the waffle maker's heating up, I'm gonna just cook an egg. Well, not my best cracked, but one-handed. Just fry up an egg. Easy peasy. And because it's Teflon, I'm trying not to use so much fat because 'tis the season to hibernate and gain a bunch of weight, so. Not that animal fat is terrible for you. It's just with the American diet consisting mostly of carbs and sugar, eating a lot of animal fat is not good for your body. If you cut out the carbs and the other form of energy, like if you're just consuming all the sugar, then I would up the animal fat intake. However, I love sugar. I do. Chocolate's so good. So, to all those carnivore folks out there, good for you. While the egg is frying up, I will show you what I'm doing with the biscuits. So here's the biscuit dough. And biscuits are they're flaky. So you can peel off layers. I don't want to stick the whole bit of dough in the waffle maker because it won't cook through properly. And I've learned that the waffle maker really only takes 2 minutes, not even, to cook the waffles, so I don't want to burn anything. And because this is going to be an egg sandwich, I'm also going to put some Parmesan cheese on the waffle maker first, and then put the dough and then the egg. So let's see how that goes. All right, this egg's looking pretty done to me. Just a quick little reminder, Teflon, use plastic, not metal, because you don't want to scrape off that Teflon and consume it. Just a PSA. Okay, the waffle maker is hot, my little mini waffle maker. So I'm going to put some Parm cheese, just sprinkle some in there. Take my peeled biscuit dough, start with the smaller one, kind of stretch it out, and plop it on in there. Okay, and then I'm going to put the egg right on top there. Now I'm going to throw another layer of biscuit on top. You could add more cheese in this particular, if you wanted to add some cheddar cheese into the sandwich, that could be delicious, but this is my first one, so I'm going to squish it down. Now we wait. So while we're waiting, I broke the piece off of this poinsettia, and it got me thinking, what do we do with poinsettias? Do they just grow in your house until next year? What are we doing to these plants? What do I do with it? I guess I'll just keep it under a grow light and see what happens. Okay, obviously not this, but the actual plant. I just didn't want to waste it because I felt bad. All right, let's see. See what's happening here. The dough still doesn't look done. Close it back up. Give it another push. Okay, I've kind of been holding it down for almost another minute to get the top. This front part of it wasn't cooking very well, but I think we're good, so let's give it a try. And of course, I'm just going to use my hands. Don't do that at home. Use a tool. Looks pretty good. The Parm cheese is definitely crusted in on there. Nice. Okay, let's see. Well, it's really not as flavorful as I am used to. Now, I'm a breakfast person. I used to make breakfast every year on Mother's Day. Huge, grandiose breakfast. I love breakfast. I cook a lot of breakfast, and a proper egg sandwich should have some type of meat, sausage or bacon. However, squishing it into the waffle iron, you saw there's not a lot of room. So that's definitely a downside. But if you want to make an egg sandwich without the meat in the waffle maker, I mean, you could try to mix the meat in with the egg. That's also an option. But if you want to just make this egg sandwich, I highly recommend putting more cheese in the middle, or even everything bagel seasoning. Something with a little more flavor, because I did not do that. It's still pretty good. I like that the cheese is crusted onto the waffle part of the biscuit. It's handheld. It's a good snack on the go. Just could use a little more flavor. So if you have any other recommendations as to what waffles I could make in the future, or how to better this one, let me know. Thank you for your time. Have a beautiful day. Goodbye. Goodbye now. Bonus footage. No, actually, I left you with a super disappointing sandwich, and I feel really bad about it. So I made another one, and I made two little waffle bits. Instead of putting the sandwich in together, I made two separate ones with melted sharp cheddar cheese on one side, everything bagel seasoning on the other, as bread in between. So to use as bread in between. So I put some horsey sauce on this little brick of lettuce. I have my egg. And then another layer of lettuce with horsey sauce. And then top layer of waffle biscuit. Oh yeah. That's how you do it right. Experiments are about trying things and learning from your mistakes, and I was gonna leave you with that dink sandwich. I'm so sorry. This one though, very good. Give it a try. All right, thank you. Bye-bye. Bye-bye now.